Be sure to check out my VEVE and Omi Investors group in the description down below. Together we build generational wealth and go over everything you need to be profitable in the VEVE markets. Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another VEVE and Ecomi video, and we kind of have some big news, man. So if you all saw the stream yesterday, some big stuff is going down on VEVE. That's why the marketplace is closed. They're doing an investigation. It's a big deal. It's very, very serious, and somebody's more than likely going to end up behind bars because of it. But at the same time, we are getting coverage. I mean, maybe not the coverage we want right now. I mean, but it's crazy that when this happens is when the coverage starts coming in from bigger channels. But Bitboy Crypto has actually covered what's going on with VEVE. As you can see here, it says VEVE Exploited. And shout out to Andrew. I actually saw that he covered this from Andrew, another content creator from our community. So yeah, I mean, this is some coverage. I mean, more people are going to know about this project. And honestly, also was just saying on stream about how important that that how VEVE handles this situation is. It's going to tell us and the world a lot about what VEVE is going to become. The way that they handle this, like obviously we don't know if VEVE is going to make people take the hit. We're hoping that VEVE makes the actual users take less of a hit. Obviously, some things they just have to do, but some things is just too far when it comes to doing it. So this is a bad situation, and if they handle this in the best way possible, in a way that it might sting a little bit, but thinking about it from your own perspective, like if this was your business, like is this the complete best outcome that could have happened overall for everybody? It's some stuff that you can live with, then honestly it's going to be very bullish. It's going to show a lot of potential. Now if they was to do something like take everyone's collectibles and everybody's gems, and yeah, like that would be a terrible look. That would be a terrible look. So more than likely VEVE is going to end up eating some cost here, some damage here. It's mainly because I mean, you can't take everything from everyone. So even though some people got some stuff and it can be traced back to illegal gem purchases and things like that, I mean, you have to draw a line somewhere. You can't go too far. Like if a collectible has exchanged hands and been bought and sold like 10 times, that's 10 different people that could be caught up with for just a few gem transfers from this guy. So you can't go too far and dig too deep into that. There's going to be losses somewhere. So yeah, we're just waiting to see how they handle it. But Bitboy is covering the negative aspect of things. Let's see what he has to say. And I mean, if all eyes is on this exploit, it's also going to be all eyes on their solution and how they solve it. And keep in mind, people want decentralization. People don't like the centralized aspect of VEVE. But I think this is an opportunity for them to show people that, you know, like they can still do something great. Like they can make good decisions even though it's centralized, and they are taking the crypto side of things into consideration. Because if they just start taking people's collectibles, that's just going to be ammo. This is why we only go to decentralized platforms. Like, so yeah. Anyway, let's jump into it. Let's see what he was saying. And yeah, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe.
For the show, I mean, I would have made it, obviously. Marvel NFT partner VEVE closes its marketplace after an in-app token exploit. Twitter users have complained that the exploit has resulted in a sharp decline in the price of their digital collectibles over the week. VEVE, and of course, you guys know Ecomi owns VEVE, a non-fungible token marketplace with licensed digital collectibles, faced an exploit on Tuesday, resulting in millions of gems or in-app tokens being acquired illegally. The platform is quite popular among mainstream brands such as Marvel.
Honestly, I think that this has less to do with, I think the decline in our collectibles and NFTs aren't because of what happened. I think probably the run-up and why they start reversing directions is probably maybe the cause. I don't know, because they're buying stuff with these gems. So yeah, that's moving floors, depending on, like, all the people who's buying these gems are buying stuff, like they're moving floors. So this is why we could be seeing some, you know, some drops in some prices and stuff when they come back.
Pixar and Coke. They've chosen VEVE as their official launch partner. An official tweet published on Wednesday, they acknowledge the exploit on its platform. said that the attackers managed to acquire a large amount of gems illegitimately. You guys can see here, as a result of the exploit, they closed the market, gem purchase and transfer while they investigate. So this was yesterday. Gems are the VEVE in-app token. Early reports suggest the exploiters behind the attack managed to mint millions of gems without having to pay for it by exploiting a bug in buying mechanism. One user wrote that their friend accidentally purchased gems using an expired credit card and the transaction went through. Yeah, it probably went through initially, but I think probably they reversed it, I would say.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, they like I think I saw a screenshot of that transaction, and even though it went through, then you look back on the person's account and the gems was a negative gem balance. So I saw a screenshot of that during the stream yesterday. So yeah, that's more than likely they got that. They got that back. That was just
because I don't think that doesn't seem to have anything to do with the exploit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think
that does.
That's not the exploit.
Nah, it was just credit card fraud. It was the exploit.
Yeah, these people were exploiting a bug. Somebody just used an expired credit. This sounded like, yeah, well, my friend one time threw a football over a mountain. I really did throw a football over a mountain.
It was a small mountain.
And I could have really been something if Coach would have put me in the game, Platform has also restricted several user accounts that reportedly tried buying cheap gems from fraudulent accounts. Twitter user shared timeline of the exploit, so you guys get more access on that. I mean, here's the thing, guys. I'm not, this is first mover stuff. You know what I mean? This is first mover stuff right here. This is what you see when, you're in a cutting edge environment. You see these exploits. We've seen it on DeFi protocols. We've seen it all in NFT platforms. We've seen it all across the board. These are things that happen. So you do have to be careful out there. But this doesn't mean that VEVE is done or that, there is a, there's a fatal flaw. It just means they had a hiccup here and it sucks for them, but it is what it is.
Honestly, for this to happen, they had to go through Apple and Google. For this to happen, this had to go through Apple and Google. There should, honestly, this should have never been a problem that even VEVE had to experience with paying these 30% fees to Apple and Google. So I also take that into consideration. That was a great point that someone brought up. It's like, what the hell are they paying Apple and Google for if you're letting people spend millions of dollars in money that they don't actually have, and you're not searching, you're not checking their, how are they able to even do that, getting past Apple? You could just go, imagine if they went through the app stores and just started buying up a bunch of random stuff on a bunch of random apps. Is it all these apps' fault, or is that now Apple and Google's fault? So, and who's to say he didn't use that same card on a bunch of other platforms? So, but I love to hear Bitboy actually coming at this from a different perspective, where it's like, okay, we've seen this before with other projects in this space as well. So he's not singling VEVE out. He's like, okay, this is part of being a first mover. This is just something that happens. This is something that companies grow from and have to learn from. So I'm glad that he's taking that approach as opposed to actually taking a negative approach, because this is something that happens. People are always going to look for a way to exploit something good. And like I said, it's going to all come down to how VEVE handles this situation. I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with, their solution, and if it's something that everybody can be as happy as possible with. No one's going to be happy about this situation. But I mean, me personally, I'm going to be happy about this situation, because listen, I believe that a drop in the collectibles, the value of these collectibles is going to happen. And I mean, it probably is going to cause FUD, which is going to drop the value even more. And I'm going to be picking up a bunch of collectibles soon, just letting you know. So yeah, I mean, this is a OG's dream, honestly. But I mean, this is an amateur's nightmare, because now people's collectibles are going to go down. Then there's going to be no MTL, and yeah, all the same complaints.
Here's a VEVE website. You guys can see here. Night Nurse. What is this?
I don't know.
Have you ever, isn't there like a movie or something?
I don't know. I don't follow
Night Nurse, the movie? I don't know. Has anybody seen Night Nurse, the movie? Virtual showrooms, buy and sell with others. There's a mansion in the sky. Here's just a VEVE website here. It's a pretty nice website. See, they work with Ghostbusters, Powerpuff Girls. I want to be the prettiest girl at the party. Was that a good Powerpuff Girls impression?
I don't think so.
That was that's one of the Powerpuff Girls imitating one of the other Powerpuff Girls. It's a TikTok trend. That's how I know what it is.
Gotcha.
Did you used to watch Powerpuff Girls?
No.
Yeah,
but
me
I
neither.
know what it is. Like I've seen
of
clips
course.
of it or whatever.
Yeah.
It was popular back when I was a Disney Channel thing? Or was it a
Cartoon
Network?
Network?
Yeah,
I
it
believe.
was popular.
Oh, I said Nickelodeon. That's Cartoon Network. Man, it's been a while. I actually used to watch it too. Yeah, that's fire. But they look kind of older, so they probably like if I was a teenager or yeah, they probably were like 18 at the time or something like that. So I would have been watching it at that age.
Back of Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, that kind of thing. I was a Dexter's Laboratory guy.
Oh, you were?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not went into that either.
What was your go-to Cartoon Network?
Cartoon Network really started getting popular after I was not really watching cartoons.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I go back my cartoons I grew up watching. Obviously, I grew up watching. In my younger years, He-Man was really popular back in the '80s. Smurfs was really popular, but kind of like as I was, like an older kid, like I was watching DuckTales. DuckTales was always my favorite.
Yeah.
I love DuckTales.
Can't beat DuckTales.
You can't. Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale just dropped on VEVE. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just letting you know, Chippendale just dropped on VEVE.
I'd go down to my great grandma's house and watch Scooby Doo every day. Scooby Doo just classic. You can't ever go wrong with Scooby Doo for sure. So
that's what VEVE need.
Okay. GATA Lawn says, Ben, I began watching your channel. Can you scroll up a little bit?
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't.
I can't really see what you. Maybe. Like, is this scrolling?
Yep. Scroll up. I'll tell you when. Scroll up. Right there. This is from GATA Lawn. That's Georgia Southern. I began watching over a year ago, not knowing much. I'm so educated because of this channel. Thank you for all the hard work changing our lives. I appreciate that. We love to get in comments like that. That's what we want to do. We want to change people's lives here on the channel. So good to hear we're making that impact. Here we go. We got Google Goes Ape, Snoop Dogg, Google Ventures, and
all right, y'all. So there we have it. That was everything that they covered on VEVE, man. Overall, I actually liked the coverage of this. This was very well covered, and it didn't throw VEVE under the bus or even see it as a bad thing. It spoke from a place of experience and saying that, okay, I cover these projects a lot. I see this a lot. So this is nothing that we haven't seen before, and it's the growing pains that comes with being a first mover. So I appreciate this type of coverage. I mean, this was nice. So let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Let me know how you all feel about this entire situation, man. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, y'all.